We speak student.
Power in literature. Characterization and archetype, a la Shmoop.
Another vocab word that we've used is character or characterization, which maps to another $5 word, archetype.
Yep.
Can you talk about those terms and apply them to tangible literature?
What does characterization and archetype mean?
An archetype is a very specific type of character that you'll see throughout literature. It's basically that every story, or almost every story, has, the wise father figure, Atticus, or has, the kind of spunky, youthful kid, that's Scout, etc. And if there are, say, 50 archetypes, not every story has all 50, but there are specific types of characters that you see in every story. So, for instance, Holden and Scout are kind of the same archetype, even though they're totally different characters. They're both this kind of youthful, spunky character who doesn't quite realize what it means to be an adult, and that's okay because they're young. So even characters who seem very different can be filling the same archetypal role. Characterization, I love characterization, is the way that an author describes a character or shows what a character is all about. We most often think of characterization as description, and that is one type of characterization, direct characterization. The author will say to us, this character is funny and interesting and, a little bit naive. And they might actually say those words, Instead, there are other tools that authors use, like what clothes do they wear? What's their social status? Do they have any props that describe them? You could say, you're writing a story, you could say like, Mike was a tough guy, direct characterization. Or you could be like, Mike wore ripped jeans and like a cut-off t-shirt and like carried a gun with him or something. And you get, without actually describing what the character is like, you're able to express that same
You show,
thing.
You don't tell.
Exactly. First rule of writing.
Yeah, and a lot of spy movies, it's funny. You have this Mother Earth, wonderful little old lady who has a charming tea service with some evil forces. But then the thing ends and she takes out a recorder and a gun from her purse. And you realize, oh, she's the bad actor here.
What does characterization and archetype mean?
I'm Miss Lappy!